So now that we know that A over B times C over D is equal to AC over BD, and when we divide it, divided by something, it becomes AD over BC. So using this, if I were to ask you to solve a problem, you'd be able to do it pretty easily. So let's say I asked you, what's 1/3 times 37/50ths? Well, that's pretty weird, right? How would I do that without a calculator? Well, when we multiply again, right, we do the direct multiplication. So A times C. So here, this is our A, right? A times C. And that gives us, well, what's 1 times 37? Well, 1 times anything is going to be the anything, right? So, and 3 times 50. Well, if I do 50, 50, and 50, that's 150. And there's your answer. So if I gave you something like this, 7 divided by 9, right? Or 7/9 times 9 divided by 19, or 9/19, what would that be equal to? Well, again, we do the direct multiplication. All right, so I would do 7 times 9. So it would be 7 times 9 divided by 9 times 19. But I'm just going to write it backwards here for a second. If I multiply something by 9, and then I divide it by 9, right? If I have 9 over 9, that's 1. And if I multiply this 1 times any fraction, it's just going to be itself. So because of this, the answer would just be 7/19, right? Because I'm multiplying it by 9, but then I'm dividing it by 9 as well. So I'm just doing work for nothing. Let's say I had 7 over 2 times 14 over 4. Well, I could do it 2 ways. Let's do it the first way by direct multiplication. So 7 times 14, well, I don't know that. So I'm just going to write it like this, divided by 2 times 4. 2 times 4. Well, geez, I know that's equal to 8. So I know the bottom part's equal to 8, right? But I don't know what the top part is. Would I end here? Well, no, I can do it a bit better. If I keep going, so let's bring this over here. If I do 7 times 14, right, I just deal with the top for now. That's like saying 7 times, well, 7 times 2, right? 7 times 2 is 14, right? And if I multiply it by 7, it gives you the same thing, right? These give you the same thing, right? And then I divided this by 8, right? I divide this by 8. Well, hold on. I know that 8 is equal to 4 times 2. Well, there we go. What did I do earlier? Remember when we had times 9 divided by 9? If I multiply something by 2 and then divide it by 2, if I multiply something by 2 and then divide it by 2, I'm doing it work for nothing. So we can cancel these out, right? And that's true for any fraction, right? If we have, remember the general form I wrote earlier, when we multiply fractions, if any of these bad boys share a common factor, right? Common factor. Take it out and then get rid of it. So then I can do the rest of this problem now, right? we started with this here. We ended up here. We moved to this, and now we're up to here. 7 times 7 divided by 4. Well, 7 times 7 is 49. And it's divided by 4. And that will give you a decimal. That's as nicely as you can write that.